everybody, welcome to Androidvision, your special May edition.
Hey, May.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching Androidvision, your special May edition, and if you didn't catch us at the Guild, you fucked up. But, anyways, back to our online show, and I'd like to welcome somebody new, Aurelis.
Hello.
Wait, put the
Pleasure,
left down.
sir.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
lefty. Like,
Yeah.
it's a little different. I like it.
Yeah,
I like
well,
it.
Aurelis is the, what would we call you? A newest edition?
Person of interest?
Yes.
Yeah. Accessory
Yeah, you're the
Yeah.
newest accessory to
to
Androidvision.
shenanigans.
She
Yeah.
was so fucking cool enough to make Androidvision earrings. So, literally go to, person of interest on Instagram and buy her shit.
I got shit.
Because she's a
I
shit.
got so much shit.
So, she made her way to the trailer here in the desert. And how did you make it to your way to the desert? To a trailer?
It was long. It was hard. It was arduous.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't very wet.
It
was
wasn't
kind of dry.
Dry?
Yeah, it was pretty dry. It
Yeah.
was pretty dry. But I'm here.
Yeah.
With minimal chafing.
Bring on the May showers.
Bring on the May
Yes.
shower? Yes.
Yeah. April showers.
I like it
Or
when it's
April
dry.
showers bring May flowers.
There you go.
Yeah, I brought my Mayflower.
Thank you. We appreciate you being here. In our RV, we're sorry it stinks. Chris likes to spunk a lot on the floor,
Who the
and there
fuck
are
is
some dead
Chris?
bodies. We do have to pay homage to our old person, our old host who rode off into the desert with Satan. Just gone. That's it. Blink of an eye. We woke up one morning and it was like my dad. Hey, I'm gonna go get some cigarettes, and never came back.
I'm gonna miss her tiny little hands.
Yeah, her tiny. Oh yeah, you forgot about that, huh?
Her little tiny hands on my big forearm.
Medium curved
No.
forearm.
Look, there's only one medium curved. Just sitting with her.
Thank you, I appreciate that. You guys, we're gonna watch a PSA about bicycle safety, and it's called "One Got Fat." And yeah, it's just basically about a bunch of little monkeys riding bicycles and seeing who fucks up and doesn't.
It's kind of like my family at Easter.
Ever.
You thought it was the best PSA ever?
Love it.
Why?
Those masks.
Those masks are amazing.
The monkey masks and their
Yes.
Yeah, it was really cool. So we'll be right back, guys. Enjoy this PSA.
This story is about 10 rather close relations of ours who seem to get into almost exactly the same kind of trouble we do. All 10 of these jolly characters lived in the same neighborhood and were all good friends, generally speaking. Each of them had a bicycle, and each took care of his bicycle in exactly the way he took care of himself. One day they held a group think and decided to have a picnic in a little park just 9 blocks away. Now that doesn't sound far, but a lot can happen in 9 blocks, right? Well, sound off out there. I said right? Right. So, they all ran home and made themselves sandwiches. I know that doesn't sound too likely, but of course, human. Then they hurried back, all ready to go. Now, one of the 10 was a rather hungry type. His name was Slim Jim McGuffney, and his picnic lunch was what you might call a portable banquet, right? Now this is Ruthie Toot Jasperson. He had the newest bike in the bunch, and he was as proud of it as he could be. He made it a point to get in the lead, and there he intended to stay. It would seem that Ruthie Toot was a slam-bang go-getter headed for big things in life, right? Right. But when you have to be first all the time, there are a few things you find you don't have time for. Such things as making hand signals. Oh, he knew very well that bike riders are supposed to signal just like auto drivers. Hand down for slow or stop. Hand up for right turn. Hand straight out for left turn. But pretty soon, he began to feel silly making so many signals to stay out in front. So he skipped one to rest his poor old tired arm. Just one signal, once. Now she knows that she should. She knows that she should ride just like auto drivers drive. But she's so busy being happy all the time that her little thoughts tend to wander. And, oh, dear, dear, they're wandering again. Here she goes. Just look at it, will you? Now, Flug, as his friends call him, has one little flaw in his character. He is very easily bored. Right now, he's asking himself why everyone has to go up this side of the street. It's so samey. So, proving that even a class president can make mistakes, he decided to ride against traffic. Oh, he knows that auto drivers never do this, and that he should follow the very same traffic rules. But he's in the mood to do something different. Anyway, there are no policemen around to see him. You've probably wondered about this fellow on foot. Well, his name is Mosby Pomegranate. He is splendid in dramatics, but he works so hard memorizing his lines that he doesn't get around to a lot of other things. He never made it down to register his bike and get a license for it. He knows very well that a license makes it easy to find out who he is if he's in an accident, and makes the bike easy to trace if it's lost or stolen. That's his trouble. Last week, while he was rehearsing the lead in King Kong, someone rode off with his bike. He went to the police, but of course they couldn't help him since it had no license or registration. He stomped out of the police station angrily, and he's been stomping ever since. Farewell, Mosby Pomegranate, victim of fallen arches. If you look carefully, you'll see Trigby Phipps. He's the smaller one in Eclipse, trying to make that bike go. His passenger is an old friend of ours, Slim Jim McGuffney. Slim Jim's bike recently collapsed from the effects of his diet, and Trigby, being a nice little fellow, agreed to ride him. Now, he knows that no auto driver would drive with a passenger in his lap. He also knows that you can't see ahead very well with someone on the handlebars, and that you can't control the bike well, and that you can't make signals either. Furthermore, it is tiring. Right? Right. So long, fellas. There seems to be a flaw in the buddy system.
On VHS.
All of his glory.
Chick.
I'm gonna have to take this home for reasons.
You see this? Chicks dig VHS, man. I'm telling you. So we're watching. Here, why don't you say the name of the movie that we're watching?
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, just like the ice cream, or like no.
Some ice cream.
Yeah.
Like,
Stone
like Cold Stones.
Cold. Yeah, that's the dyslexia. The less Dixia. So I actually came up with a drinking game for this movie, and I got really fucking drunk watching it. Take a drink every time someone flies through a window.
Oh, or the explosions. What my favorite thing about it is that, like, there'll be a motorcycle or a car, whatever the fuck, and there'll be the gentlest brush, like a summer breeze, just massive explosion.
That's how I come whenever a girl like you brushes up against me. I just exploded.
Yeah, and then you just
We gotta
just flick.
We gotta let Aurelis know about your cum volumizer pills.
Oh yeah, he's we're working on my own cum volumizer pills to sell in gas stations, so that way you could shoot fucking ropes. I took a couple of those pills from a gas station one time.
Sure.
I was jerking off in bed,
Like you do.
and I was jerking off laying down. I shot a load so big it fucking reached the ceiling fan, and it just fucking
Like a Jackson Pollock.
yeah.
It was a work of art.
Yeah.
But
It was a thing of
You
beauty.
want to know the ironic thing about it is Preston sleeps in the room where his grandma passed away. I don't know if you're aware of this.
My great great grandma,
His great-great-grandma, and the ceiling fan she painted by hand.
and so did I.
I said it right! And Videovision with Shredgeen. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are the best. Appreciate you being part of the Androidvision crew. That's right, guys. We're doing Stone Cold tonight. This is one of my favorites. But, Aurelis, how good are your eyes?
I mean, good enough.
Can you read, like, the top synopsis?
When it comes to non-stop action, Stone Cold, all caps, is red hot. Brian Bosworth makes his motion picture debut as John Stone, all caps.
Or Joe Huff.
The only cop tough enough to take out a gang of stone cold killers going undercover. He has to pose as an outlaw biker to win the trust of the diabolic gang leader, Chains!
Yeah.
All caps. Henriksen of Johnny Handsome and Terminator. Also Aliens, he played Bishop.
Who the fucking Johnny Handsome? Who remembers that one?
Like, Johnny fucking Handsome I've never heard of, but like Lance Henriksen, like, if you don't know, like,
Pumpkinhead.
Google it. Pumpkinhead, right? Like, this guy's a legend.
I'm sorry,
anyway.
but the whole time I could just imagine that guy dancing with Deuce Bigelow, like his little I just couldn't do it.
So, this movie, yeah, again, it's about a cop who enforces his own brand of justice. Drugs, sex, what else is in this movie? Murder.
Rock and roll.
This gang was up for anything. Ripping off from the government. They didn't give a shit. I think they were kind of Nazis too, aren't they? They have some like swastikas hanging out in the place.
Their whole, what is it, like, I forget the name of the gang, but they were like, you know, other people forgive, but we don't forget or something. Anyway,
The Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood, yeah.
that's
It
the name of
was
the gang.
very Nazi undertone.
Yeah, and then they fought a lot. They traded chicks around a lot.
Yeah,
More of an overtime.
They're old ladies. They're old ladies. That's
Yeah,
my old lady.
fascism.
I'd like you to meet my old lady. Also, you can bang her if you want. I mean, I guess that's cool.
Yeah, that's how I run
That's
my
kind of
marriage.
their thing, you know? Yeah.
I run my marriage that way. It seems to work out.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Have at it. You're all right. You'd be doing me a favor.
Remember, she likes the silk.
divide and conquer. You
Yes,
know, Genghis Khan had it right. you
She
know?
likes to soak, my wife. Just remember that.
I'll use the sheet and everything.
Use the sheet, she won't even know.
I'll give him a jump hump.
Yeah. Just don't... How are you going to give him a jump up? You going to push him from behind?
Yeah. No, I jump on the bed, on the water bed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the waterbed. Obviously, the waterbed.
So this movie is starring Brian Bosworth, as we said, and I don't know. He was a football guy, I guess, which is really, really cool.
He's not really the star of the movie. I would pose that the true star of the movie is that fucking mullet.
The helicopter pilot?
No, the mullet. It's the mullet for me. Like, I just, it speaks to something in me. He had the perfect, like, ducktail feathering in said bleached mullet. The mullet's the star of the movie for me.
This videotape right here, right? It doesn't do it justice because there's another videotape out there. And the other videotape is a complete Terminator ripoff. It's like they had these knockoff movies to try to like throw in the video store.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that kind of looks like Terminator. That kind of doesn't. I want to buy that. I want to get it. So you had like this was a Terminator ripoff cover. You had some other ones that there was also Terminator Shocking Dark, which is that one was directed by Bruno Mattei.
Too wordy.
Yeah, The Contaminator was another movie ripoff Terminator cover.
Sure.
Future Kick was another one. You guys check out Future Kick. Hands of Steel, nice fucking Italian sleazy ripoff.
I love the Italian.
Yeah, sleazy ripoff. Look up Hands of Steel. And there's also, you guys remember Billy Blanks? What did he do? Tybo? Do you remember Tybo?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Billy Blanks.
Bunch of middle-aged moms, like.
Billy Blanks was in a movie called T-1000.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it was a.
Be more subtle.
And then so it was a Terminator ripoff, and he was just standing there like the Terminator, and he had the Terminator.
Do you know that Lance Henriksen from Stone Cold was James Cameron's original choice for the Terminator in the original Terminator movie?
Well, what happened?
And fucking Schwarzenegger came along, I guess.
I
mean,
thought
like,
it was O.J. Simpson.
Oh my God. He was busy with Naked Gun. He
Yeah.
was busy with Naked Gun. And, the murder.
Yeah, it was.
Time when you got a murder.
Yeah.
Right, like, and the gloves, you gotta find the right ones, and if they, But yeah.
So Brian Bosworth, he was a Seattle Seahawk, just outlandish, fucking loud motherfucker, with the media and everything. And they're like, this guy's a movie star. He got hurt his second season of playing NFL, so let's bring this guy into the action movie genre, and this was his only fucking movie.
They were like, cool, thanks, bye.
And then we got Lance Henriksen as Chains Cooper. He's in everything. If you don't know who fucking Lance Henriksen is,
Vampires?
yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, I don't know.
Near Dark?
Everything. My favorite role, and I'm going to say something, and I'm going to go out on a limb. This is my favorite role of Lance Henriksen.
Wow.
This was a good role for him. It
And
really was.
his dialogue,
Who's Lance Henderson?
like, he did his own dialogue for
Yeah,
this movie.
he wrote his own dialogue for this movie.
He wanted, from what I understand, to have like everything that his character said be a direct quote from the Bible, but I guess it was like a limited resource. But he wrote his own dialogue for the movie, and I find that particularly interesting because Lance Henriksen was illiterate until he was 30 years of age, and he only learned how to read so that he could read movie scripts and get into movies.
Totally.
Which I salute you, sir.
Salute you, Lance Henriksen. So my favorite line for this movie from Lance Henriksen was when he says, he goes, "It's in these moments like this when I think of my father's last words, which were, 'Don't, son, that gun is loaded.'" that's a great diabolical line that he did. So,
How evil are you?
yeah.
That gun is loaded. So am I.
Yeah. So guys, this movie is directed by Craig R. Baxley. He's known mostly for stunts. He's done a lot of stunt movies. And he's directed a few other movies that are under his belt. 34 mostly forgotten B movies, action movies, but well known for Action Jackson.
Nice.
R.I.P. Carl Weathers, by the way. Yeah, I Come in Peace. Remember that movie?
Oh, I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what I found out?
X-rated one?
I don't come
Or
in
the,
peace.
No.
I don't come in
Dolph Lundgren. Do you know what I found out?
COME.
Yes.
Oh, wrong
But you know what I found out? That it is possible for men to come in pieces or chunks, right? We talked about this.
Yes.
Men can come in
It's a
chunks.
hydration issue.
Yeah, it is. It comes out curdly like milk. Yeah, I don't know if you're aware of that. So drink a lot of water.
That's why you need to take
Stay
vitamin
hydrated.
pills.
Pineapple juice, also a plus.
Really?
Yeah,
Makes it
from the
taste
women's
better.
perspective.
Flavor?
Does
Yeah.
it really?
That's not
I
true.
don't think so.
Someone said that pineapple juice makes my cum taste better. I mixed some with my cum. It tasted weird.
Maybe if you just stick your dick in it for a while.
I mean, if you have battery acid that you're working with and you add pineapple juice to the battery acid, does it make it less battery acid?
Eat.
I submit.
Yeah.
Discuss.
I don't know. This one's eating a lot of cum, so
I haven't had any chunky cum, so.
Yeah, the chunks are new to me.
Nice,
That's I'm like, oh.
hydrated.
None that you've
I
had
do
to,
like
none that you've had to
chunky
clean out of your gum line like cottage cheese.
No, I swallow it.
It's like having boba.
Totally.
Shuck it.
Boba tea. Oh gosh.
Shooting.
I think it has to do with traveling to the RV
You have to have a
through the
big straw for
desert
that one, huh?
and no water.
Yeah.
So I feel like this
Chunky
might just be an
num-nums.
RV issue.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because out in the rest of the world, it doesn't seem like it's an issue, but I feel like that's an RV issue.
Yeah, we cleaned some tapioca pudding off back there, or so we think. That's all I'm saying.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
The
So,
desert. Who
Yes.
helps themselves?
so he also did I Come in Peace, and he did some A-Team shit, you know, some random A-Team videos and whatnot. So, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy Stone Cold, and we'll be back after this with some interesting questions, and we're gonna have you back right after some other stuff to ask some questions from our fans.
I love it.
Cool. You're the
Let's do
best.
it.